yung source niya, the age niya.
Okay, so quantify ko lang yung question ni Sir John. Dapat kasi, ang question niyan is, you have to ask, hindi yung, ang unang question nyo, magkano ang siblings? Hindi. Okay? Ano ang mother mo? Anong species? Ilang taon na? Traditional practice, conventional wisdom is 10 years. 10 years of conventional wisdom. Kaya dito sa Mindanao, I don't source, honestly, I'm sorry na lang. I don't source sa Mindanao. Okay, almost naubos na ang mga matatandang puno dito. Okay? Nagsosource ako sa Luzon, ang quality talaga, Sorsogon. And sorry, may bias ako dyan. Sorsogon, Bicol, Quezon, yan. Kasi na-maintain nila. May mga centuries old silang mother tree. Dito sa Mindanao, may mga, kilala nyo yun, pero I won't mention names anymore. Pinagmalaki nila, 5 years old nila. Ng mga senses, namumunga na, tuwa sila. Hindi, ibibenta na nila. No. Okay? Hindi maganda. Even ako komedyana, tuwa, uy, 6 months pa lang, namumunga na yung komedyana namin. Ay, genetics yan. Bata pa, masyado kong bata. Okay? Mamaya makikita nyo yung stages ng growth ng puno. Dapat ma-achieve yun ng puno. Hindi mo pwede madaliin. Okay? Dapat ma-reach nyo yun. Okay? You can hasten na ma-reach nyo yung stage na yun. Pero madaliin yung time ng puno. Kasi may iba, like mamaya makikita nyo dito. Unfortunately, yung iba natin puno dito, we've reached yung mga naka 2 years old na, nagpititin na kami. So yun ang pruning. Because we don't need a tall one. We need yung height, yung girth, yung kanang body niya, yung katawan. And that's why marami din, tapos sa ano yan, ngayon pa lang sila nag-pruning. Ang lalaki ng mga pinupunan nila. Sayang, dapat 1 year old pa lang nag-pruning na kayo. Okay? That is formative pruning sa baba. Ayan nila sa taas. So, ang sa amin dito, practice namin, unless otherwise, someone else can prove na there's a better way. 1 year, formative pruning na kami. Okay? Kasi ayaw namin dumami yung trunk. Isa, dalawang okay na. Pero 3, 4, diba? Ano kasi yan? Magbilang ka lang 20 years para tumaba yung trunk, dahil multiple yung trunks. Okay? Ano klase yun? So yun, dapat yun. And then, on the second year, nagtitiping na kami. So meron kami dito talaga ng mga pinuto na namin. Nagtitiping kami. Depende kasi pag kulang. Hindi mo pwedeng sakarin. At least 30%. Okay? Huwag mong sasakin. So, mag-iikot po muna tayo, no? And then, yes, dadalhin mo yung speaker. Para ito na natin siya. Kasi, this is the birthday of it. Pakilala mo pa rin namin ng mga fruits, tapos tatanim tayo ito for germination. So, gagawin nyo lahat po yan, yung mga practical, para walang nalalaglag. Baka mamaya sa biyahe nyo sa tricycle, yung natutunan nyo maghapon, nalaglag yan. Ang lubak-lubak. Okay? Next please. I-click mo muna yung cursor, ilagay mo sa screen. Wala.
Hindi siya nag-record.
Federation for Agarwood, mga co-ops. I came from Cebu. So after ko mag-4 radio service, sabi ko, sa Mindanao na ako because my farm is there. So sabi ko, we need to make this mainstream para lahat ng Pilipino makinabang. Ang sabi nila sa akin noon, alam ko muna maingay, mauna na tayo. Tayo, Billionaires Boys Club. Bakit? Nawala. Public forum. So for the first time, pinag-usapan out in the open, public, invited lahat ng mga national government agencies. They sent their representatives and napag-usapan ng Agarwood. Pwede naman pala. No? And we just do it right. No? Legally and best practices. And pwede talaga pakinabangan. Ang kailangan na lang yan is may kalat natin. Unfortunately, mas madaling kumalat yung mga may over-leveraging. Kaya dumami yung mga business model na ganyan. Na 60-40, paano makapasok yung iba? Meron nga diyang famous na tao, again, dito marites ha, business intelligence to, tinanong siya, paano yung mga farmers? Kaya lang sila pwedeng makinabang. So sabi, mga 10 years pa siguro. And then last month, that very same guy, message sa akin sa Facebook, tinanong ako, paano mo ganito? Paano mo ganyan? Paano mo ganyan yung mga farmers? Sabi ko,
Dili matanggal
pag
ang
sinabi mo kita, inilabas ko na yung business model. Sorry, naka-NDA ako. Kasi may NDA siya eh. Kahit sa asawa mo, hindi mo pwedeng sabihin. May NDA, non-disclosure agreement. Hindi ako rin may NDA din ako, bakit sasabihin sa'yo? So, nagsishoot na siya ngayon. Gusto na rin niyang targetin yung mga small-time na farmers. I hope it's for the good. I hope it's for the good. Or bakit kinakailangan na limitahan mo sila na 10 years pa sila? Why? Pwede na ngayon, right here, right now, makinabang lahat. Okay? So, since 2023 and up until this moment, I am proud, no? My team and I, we're proud na marami na, no? Na tayo na-enlighten, no? And yun nga, may self-determination na for them. Okay? And sana kayo din. Eventually, kaya nga train-the-trainer to, kailangan may transfer ng learning. Okay? You start with your family. Alam niyo, ka nga ng value-added and upcycled products. That's like what you're seeing here now. No? Nag-pruning ako. So, ayan yung leaves. Eto na. May products na. The first in the Philippines. Nga, may nagkiklaim. Sila raw ang first agarwood coffee in the Philippines. I beg to disagree. 1 year na kami may coffee. Instant, saka drip coffee. Yes. That's the instant. Meron pa kami drip dito. Pero for sale na to. Drip, Arabica, Robusta, and agarwood.
Just you gonna put it like that.
Yeah, pwede. Yan yun. Drip ka, coffee siya. Okay? So, iba talaga yung lasa. O, yun, siya stock.
So, hindi siya matamis na.
Depende. Depende sa taste mo.
Magkano isang
Actually,
sachet
ang
na gano'n?
agarwood leaves, meron siyang distinct na sweetness sa lasa. Kung tama ang pag-process mo. Again, pag tama, kasi marami nang gumagawa, and I've tasted several. Astringent siya, yung may sabit, or maasim, gano'n. Iba yung lasa niya, iba yung amoy. May tamang processing. So hopefully, we'll do a portion of that. Okay?
Pero yan sir, for sale na po yan.
For sale po to.
Magkano isang sachet yan sir?
Pagkano tong ano?
5 piso lang sir, ang mura naman.
Hindi kita narinig. How much this? 50? 40. 40 pesos po. Okay? Ginawa naming benchmark dito yung product sa Malaysia. Kasi yung kanilang instant is 40 pesos. Kami, drip na to. Arabica Robusta, agarwood, 40 lang.
Formulation nyo na po talaga yan sir.
Yes. Through years of trial and error, ako ang guinea pig. Kaso lang, I cannot take caffeine anymore. Ayan. So,
Opo, yung dahon po talaga yun, ng agar. Kaya nga sabi niya po, nag-prone siya, yung dahon sayang tatapon niya. So,
yeah, okay. Kasi dito sa batas natin, as per RA 9147, because agarwood is a protected species, critically endangered siya, you need a permit from DNR, including its derivatives. So, ibig sabihin, itong perfume na ito, kukuha ko ng DNR permit? What the hell? Are you kidding me? Kuha ko ng DNR permit dito? Mali eh. Oh, may lotion. May agarwood lotion. Kuha ko ng permit sa DNR. Anong competency nila to license this? FDA na to eh. Meron akong framework, no? Okay? I made a 4-point framework for the development of agarwood industry and it touches on this. Na dapat may kanya-kanya. DNR, regulation ka lang. DA, sa farming ka. DOST, sa technology ka. So, FDA, sa licensing. Okay? DTI, sa branding development, market development. Ganun dapat. Eh wala, gusto nilang kunin lahat.
Saka lahat sila may trading. Alam ko, DTI lang dapat na nagkakaroon ng marketing and trading. Department of Agriculture, meron silang trade fairs. Bawat, diba? So sana, they specialized on Ano yung dapat na
Production.
mandate sa kanila. Department of Agriculture, yung the practice.
Block really is DENR, right? I understand that DNR seems to be the one, you know,
Okay. I'm
pulling the strings and everything.
I don't know if you haven't noticed, I'm a proactive guy. I would rather think of a solution than blame. So, the roadblock here is us. I take responsibility for this. Because hindi ako successful. For the past 3 years, I've been advocating na makabuo ng grupo, an industry body. But until now, I'm still at scratch. Mindanao Development Authority is waiting for me to make an appointment para ma-develop ang Philippine Agro-Rural. But I don't have an army behind me. Si Alan lang. Sino naman iniwala sa akin? Sino ba ako? Hindi nga ako registered agriculturist eh. We need us. We need stakeholders. If you want to go into this, you take part. You do your civic duty. Let's organize and lobby because the government will not move its ass. Kailangan tayo kumilos.
I understand it's a flagship industry of the Duterte administration though before or
No.
something like that. No.
There's not even an industry right now.
Mm.
It's guerrilla type. High value crops meron. Isa yan doon sa framework na sinasuggest ko na ipapasok ito sa high value crops. So it will be under the purview of DA. Kasi farm nga to eh. Ang DNR mismo, in-exempt ito sa forest product tax. Kasi farm siya. Ang may forest products lang ay yung wild at galing sa government property. Why are you treating it like that? Kayo mismo naglabas, exempted na. Bakit tinahawakan niyo pa? Yung farm nga ito. So you see? Isa yan sa mga dapat mapag-usapan. And you're hearing it from us. Why? Because we're looking at the long term.
So you're saying that the government is just waiting for a
Yes.
community?
Sabi nga eh, sa engineering, di ba? If it's not broke, don't fix it. So tayo po dapat ang kikilos talaga. Kung merong need, kikilos sila.
As a community, what do we need to do in order to, you know,
Well, actually, you're doing it right already. You're investing in training. Thank you for coming.
are there some paperwork that we need to do?
Okay. Ayoko ng cooperative. Limited po ang magiging participation ng cooperative. It should be an industry body. A non-stock, non-profit. Okay. Special interest group.
Hindi ba pwedeng NGO dito?
Yeah, it is an NGO. Pero SEC registered ka. Non-stock, non-profit, industry body.
So cooperative is not interested for this. Problema pag
No,
magsilakan.
it's not. Okay. Ang cooperative po kasi, kung farmers kayo, ang pinakamalaki nyo is regional level. However, you can expand as a federation. But maraming restriction pag cooperative.
Kasi yung group sa Batangas, yung group ng sa amin mga Batanggenyo, ang gusto nila kasi is to organize a cooperative Batangas base. Somehow itong Luzon, kasi may GC, yung during the training, ay gusto nilang i-tie up yung Luzon into sa Batangas region. Kaya sabi ng ibang participant sa seminar, parang magulo, parang mapupulit. So, bakit as early as now, sinasabi nila gusto nilang kaagad kumuha ng group na mag-elect ng officials. Like this Sunday, may incoming Zoom meeting.
This has to be national in scope. Kung cooperative ka lang, doon ka lang sa area mo, makaka-impact. So it should be an industry body, which means national industry level kasi. Kasi kayo, mangyayari nga, pag cooperative ka, anong pangalan po ng cooperative nila?
Wala pa naman, sir.
Okay, kasi tatlo
gagawa
ang
pa lang.
classification yan ng cooperative. Work-related, okay, interest or yung livelihood ninyo, okay, and area or sectoral. Yun ang tatlong level. Okay? Which is limiting. Kasi sa agri-food industry, maraming stakeholders. You have the farmers, you have the suppliers of the farm inputs, Sa farm inputs pa lang, ang dami na eh. Produce ng fertilizer, site, marami. Merong traders. You cannot do that. You will have several cooperatives. Unless yung cooperative nyo, multi-purpose na, which will take years. And the required capitalization. Pag na-meet nyo yun, then you can become a multi-purpose cooperative. Pero sa una lang yan, basic lang kayo.
More or less baka pa.
At ang biggest nyo is regional.
Organization.
No. We will not be a political. Because we will shape the politics here.
And in this organization. But then again, siguro, it's too early to, pero we are we call ourselves as social entrepreneurs in this project. So, lahat po nung binabanggit ko, medyo talagang, we can relate kasi ito yung gusto namin mangyari. We actually partnered with a private organization.
Oh, I have my first member. Papilapin ang membership ko.
Meron ba?
Which is the most important. Di ba meron kami sa akin kanina? Ano yun siya, di ba? Oo. Reverse engineer natin. You first have to set your goal. Then you work your plan. Okay. Para doon sa business mo. To achieve yung goal mo, yung direction mo. Saan mo gusto pumunta? Hindi yung make it as you go along the way. You're improvising. Unahin mo yun. Anong gusto mong mangyari? Okay. Short term, mid term, long term. Then, gawa mo ng implementing plan.
Pero magkakaroon
Bawat
siguro.
isa. Sige, sir.
So I think that's the next question. What is your blueprint? Anong organization, what is your, you're going to be your board, you're going to deal with the promotion, you're going to deal with education, how to educate the people, and then you so basically, make blueprint.
Let's call a spade a spade. Yung sagot nila is very big. Because sila mismo, they don't have a freaking idea where they're headed. Ako, I know. I'm sorry yan, kasi nagmamalaki ko. Ano sabi ko? Best practices, standards, Philippine Agarwood brand, Philippine Agarwood industry. Period. Is as straight as hell. Point A to point B. May paligo-ligo pa? Wala na. Yun lang. Napakasimple. Sir, yun yung blueprint. That's how it should be done. Hindi yung tayo-tayo lang muna, kayo-kayo, kanya-kanya. Yan ang problema ngayon. So, tingnan natin if this subject makes sense. Doon sa sinasabi ko na dapat natin tutunan. Okay? And again, I'm sorry. Pero bukas, dadalhin ko yung TV or yung isa pang projector namin. So, ayan. Agro-industrial development, sabi nga natin, is the synergy. Now, ang biggest highlight nito is the value addition. So, ipaparses mo ang commodities. Sa commodities, you don't have a leverage. Kung kayong farmer, wala kayong leverage eh. Ang nag-dictate ng presyo nyo are the traders. Kasi commodity yan. Basic yan. Although walang tax yan. Okay? In its original form, as a commodity, agricultural products walang tax. Happy ka na ron. But then again, you don't have control over the pricing. So happy ka na? Na ibang tao nagdidikta ng presyo mo? Eh di gawin mong, kung ano yung gawin mong value added or upcycled product to, consumer product na to, oo, may tax ka nga, but malaki ang kita mo. You have more control over the pricing. Check nyo. Oh. How much are you selling this for? PTMM? 2,000. Sa BGC, yung halos na pareho nito, 6,000. Because sabi ni BGC, I put value. No? And ito ang presyo ko. Ganon. So sa commodity mo, hindi mo magagawa yun. Ito ang pakwan ko. Ito ang presyo ko. Come on. Trader ang magdidikta ng presyo mo. Not you. So dito, binibenta namin ng 2,000. Because sa atin namin, introduction pa lang to eh. But this will not stay 2,000 for long. Okay. Then, upcycling. Walang dapat nasasayang. So, yung leaves, na-upcycle namin, and we came up with products.
By product.
Walang tapon.
Walang tapon.
Technology and innovation. So, sir, makita nyo na, no? Step by step. Agro-industrial. So, improved machinery and equipment, research and development. Actually, sa technology and innovation, no? Kagaya ng sabi ko nga, no? yung simple na environmental design or engineering, intervention namin dito. So, naprotektahan ang agarwood namin by observing the landscape. Pasok ang hangin doon, tumba ang puno, the windbreaker did its job. Okay? Naprotektahan kasi pababa
Medyo
siya,
by stop siya.
shielded siya.
Yes, sir. Safe na safe, sir.
Kung ako simple to, diyan ko itatanim mo. Mas malapit, mas flat, malapit sa bahay. Pagbigay sa umaga, yan ang agarwood ko. Kita ko na. But no, you have to deal with nature. Diba? Yes, you have to deal with nature. So R&D yan, continues. Because sabi ko nga, what we know now may be cutting edge, but after 6 months, wala na. Laos na siya.
Babago.
So be dynamic. Okay, be dynamic. Infrastructure development to. Siguro yung iba nagagalit sa akin o naiinis, but I'm not just after money. Kasi nagbebenta rin ako ng savings. Lalo ang credit supplier. Tatanungin ko muna talaga. Seriously, tatanungin ko. Okay, kayo may mag-attempt na bumili ng savings sa akin. May training na po ba kayo or prior knowledge or research? Pag wala, sorry po. Mag-research po muna kayo mag-training before ko kayo bentahan. I'm not being elitist. I'm not being a snob. I don't want to feed your vulnerability. Okay? Sayang lang eh. Okay? I don't want to be a part of your sad story. Okay? Marami na sad story sa agarwood. It's being given a bad name na nga eh. However, I will gladly be part of your success story. Okay? Tutulungan kita. Tutulungan sa sarili mo. Meron pa dyan, sir, nag-research na ako. Okay sir, so you're confident ako kasi high stakes to sir, pero high reward. Sir, ganito eh. Kasi is 4 feet. Ano yung gano'n? Okay, is this okay? Sabi ko, sir, ang 1-year-old ko po nun, 7 feet na. Yung 2 years old namin, 15 feet po. Unbelievable! Yeah, totoo po yan. Tapos sabi, sir, based on your photo, nakita ko po, paharin po yung lupa nyo. So, dapat ninyo po kakalbuhin. And I've seen masyadong maraming branches. You need to be pruning. Sumagot. Pruning? Pakpak? Question mark. Impossible. Okay, sir. You ask, I answer. Please, bahala na po kayo. What is your truth? If you don't believe what I'm telling you, ano yung acceptable sa iyo na katotohanan? So, ano yan? Meron tayong alternative truth?
Meron siyang sariling pamamaraan, sir, pag gano'n.
Ay, sabi ko, wow, mag-retire ako ng about 45.
Ngayon po, magkano na po yung price?
38. Bumagsak pa yan ng 12 pesos. Mas maganda pag-stop mo na lang.
Luto na siya ba?
But anyway, no, hindi.
Ganun pa lang po.
Top lamps yun. Ganito kasi yan, share ko na rin sa inyo. Because if we don't do this, we will go down the rubber way. Rubber. Okay. Ang rubber po ng Pilipinas, known for no good. Bakit? Kasi maraming marok, madaya na rubber farmers ng Pilipinas. Hinahaluan nila ng dumi, bato, graba. Yung planta nila, yung metal detector. Sisingitan ng kabilya.
Para mas mabigat.
Para bumigat.
Marami
Dati pang practice, ginagamit na ng battery acid because it will make it hygroscopic. Mas mag-absorb siya ng water. So, bibigat nga naman. But nawawala yung elasticity ng rubber, madali siya mag-crumble. Okay? So, ngayon, ako, bilib na bilib sila because at the time when we planted this, 2007, right? This is the latest clone. Mas magal pa yan kung siya. Hindi na narinig sa akin. So, yan ang ganda ng quality. And you know what I get? Piso lang. Additional 1 peso. Ano yun? So, I'm a victim of the majority. Dahil yun ang practice yun na rin. O, yun yan. Sabi. Kakao. Sinabi ko na rin yan. I was in Negros. 50. Dami. Mga foreigners. Okay. What makes your cacao different? Sabi ko, how can we compete? Yung una ko na tanong, foreigner. Sagot niya, trade secret. Okay? Nauwi ko siya. Sunod na tanong, Aba, nag-copying na. Trade secret na rin daw. Sabi ko, okay. Ito na naman tayo sa mentality ng Pinoy. Crop mentality natin. So, okay, sige. May pumuntang buyer dito. Ang ganda ng quality mo. But because of your trade secret, ikaw lang magandang quality. Ito lahat to, 49 of them, ito quality. You think you can demand itong presyo ng kakao ko? Hindi, I will base that sa majority. And kung ilang kilo lang yan, I will lump it with the majority. It's not even chocolate ang labas. Can't be. Because chocolate is 75% na kakao. Oh, malaglag. Kakao. Why am I saying this? Because it's agro-industrial approach. Yung kakao ninyo, kung hindi kayo abot ng 2 kilos per tree annually of life, sir, lugi ka. Huwag na. Huwag na. Okay? It's not productive. Ang target ng Cacao Industry Roadmap is 2 kilos. Right now, it's only 1.2 kilos. Kaya lugi ang mga farmers. Biktima pa sila ng traders. The one dictating the price for their either yung wet beans or yung fermented and dried beans. Okay? So, again, why am I saying this? And why are you hearing this? We need you to develop the mindset of agro-industrial development into something like this. Because you will never be able to maximize the benefits, the profit, if you think like a farmer. You should now be an entrepreneur. There's no other way around it. No other way. If you want to stick to being a farmer, just plant rice. Just plant kamote. Huwag na kayo mag-agarwood. Pampasira lang kayo. Ano nangyayari ngayon sa iba? Nag-shortcut. Tampakan na lang inorganic fertilizer. Tamad maglimpyo, maglinis, herbicide. Anything that is absorbed by the plant, good or bad, stays in the plant. Lalo na yan. Kasi long term yan eh. It will stay there. So pag nagkaroon ng toxicity test ngayon, makita, ay, meron ka mga toxic compounds. Good luck. Sayang yung 5 o 7 taon mo. Okay? So please, paradigm shift tayo ngayon. So being farmers to entrepreneurs. Isa, natatawa. Siguro, gumamit ka ng herbicide. Gumamit ka ng herbicide. Mami ka. Nakatawa si Sir. Please, question.
Kasi we're talking about agro-industrial development. From the government side, who should
Sir,
be...
taga-government kayo, sir?
Yes, sir.
Akala taga-government kayo. Kanina pa ako yaw-yaw ng
Who should be pushing for this agro-industrial economy or development? Is it the national government, the local government unit?
Patuloyin kami. Isa ron sa magiging role ko is to come up with a definitive guide sa agri-wood farming with an agro-industrial development approach. So yes, gagawa po tayo niyan. Medyo ginagawa. Lalo na ngayon, imagine what, 3 years pa lang ako sa agri-wood. But I've done manuals. Modesty aside, I am the first Filipino in the aviation industry of the Philippines to come up with an airline operator security program. Not PAL, not the Manila International Authority, not the CAAP. Ako po ang kauna-unahan na kagawa. Approved ng Pilipinas and approved pa ng Hong Kong Civil Aviation Authority. So I'm familiar when I look at things para sa engineer. Although I'm an engineer, hindi ako engineer. Okay? I look at processes, systems. Ganun ang ano ko. So from techniques, tactics, and procedures. That's how hinihimay-himay ko po eh. But I guess it's a talent. So that's how I approach it. Ano siya? Ang tawag niya po, ginagawa ko kanina, ano siya? Definitive and structured. Structured dapat. You gotta start somewhere. Okay? And then ganoon din niya po yung kaya that's why I'm promoting the value chain. Kasi yung sinabi mo sa katulad ng supply chain is actually an old word. It should be value chain. You have a value chain in your farm. You have a value chain sa industry na ginagawa mo. If you understand how the value chain works, business continuity, sustainability, resiliency, and all of those such terms, makukuha mo. Mamaya, mapakuha mo.
I think where we are getting at that is mag-i-start pa lang kami. So,
Yes.
this means we want to make use, we want to leverage your experience para at least ma-save na namin yung experimentation
Sir,
process, something like
I made 18 years of mistakes, so you don't have to.
that. So araw-araw mag-umasap kami sa saying, okay, we have encountered this one.
Ganun na nga.
Like that.
So
No,
if
unti-unti
that's
lang po.
okay, then
Kaya nga, this is a multiplier effect. Why we have the first please? Pakibasa po. Pakibasa po. 1, 2, ready, sing.
Train the trainer. Of course.
Exactly. I want you, okay, ganito na lang. Para malaman niyo yung frame of mind. Yung anak ko, and sometimes umaten siya ng training. Timothy, what do I want you to be when you grow up? Ano sa tingin yung sasagot mo?
To be like you.
Ha?
To be like you.
No. To be better than you. That's the apex. For someone to be better than me. So if any of you here will be better than me, that's a credit to my heart. To my heart. I want you. That's why I'm sharing all of this. I'm not holding any punches. I want you to be better than me. So you can spread the word advocacy, hindi lang si Alan. Sino mapapansin kay Alan? Okay. So ayan. So hopefully sir, after this, you are now obliged. You are morally required to pass on and pay it forward. Okay?
Crop. Ito ba hindi pinipasok sa Philippine Crop Insurance?
Wala pa po.
Wala
Kasi
pa.
hindi pa siya
Kahit man lang sana
classified.
balik-punan lang eh.
Yeah.
Yung wala, kahit na yung seedling lang eh.
Yeah, yung kedan,
Yun lang po yun, sir.
try. Hindi pa
Parang
kasama.
paano, parang sa camping, pag namatay ang camping mo naka-insurance, bibigyan ka ng panibago, at least tuloy pa rin.
Wala pa sir. We attempted na. Wala. Oh, next. Sino pa yung isa pa?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sige sir. So, malas 5 to 15,000. Mamaya mapakita ko yung data, yung figures. Okay? So, nakawin mo yan, ano gagawin mo dyan? Paano mo palalakihin yan? Do you have the resources?
Sir, per tree yung
Ha? Per tree.
from seed to seed,
Sorry?
from the seed.
From the moment you prepare your land, all the way na monetize mo na pera na siya, na harvest mo na.
Start for beginning sales.
Yes. Okay? So, make them understand. Kahit nakawin mo yan, paano mo palalakihin yan? Ano later on sa may ibebenta yan? Do you have the resources na isang buwan ikakarpi ang puno mo? Diba? So, hindi siya ano. Baliban na lang yung nangyari sa, sorry ka, mag-usay. Hindi niya dinadalaw, 5 hectares na wala. Inapes. Ewan natin kung may agarwood na talaga siya.
Agusan
Baka
sir.
mamaya, wala pa yun. Challenges. Yan, of course. I won't paint a rosy picture na puro, wow, millions and all that. Hindi. May mga challenges. Capital investment. So, ayan. Tulad yan. Saan manggagaling? And then you're investing in something. Market access. Yan, ang daming takot. 7.5 years po ako sa Middle East. I know there is a market. Indisputable. Yung hotel na tinutulay namin, puro mga VIP. Pag may nagpausap doon, amoy talaga namin. Buong building. Amoy yung agarwood.
Dubai ka sa
Iraq.
Yeah,
Iraq. Okay?
Magsindika, para amoy din ang building natin.
Ha?
Magsindika para
Oo nga. Magpagsinti nga kayo, tapos wala nang uling. You start with that. So kung gusto mo later on na puro chips production ka, huwag ka mag-harvest ng leaves. Pwede ka naman mag-food. Mag-focus mo. You produce quality vaccine, agarwood. Okay, and you get the best species for that. Okay? So, kung iba pa yung plano mo ngayon, nasa yun. And then, kung paano mo ipuprune, paano mo i-manage yun. So, ayan, katulad ng ginagawa ko ngayon, meron akong prime for mother trees. Meron akong prime for agarwood formation. Okay? So, eventually, yun ang goal mo eh. Yun ang magiging business model mo.
If our focus is more on the production of agarwood resin, so this will not be covered by the seminar and the
Cover siya.
training.
By the sorry?
If our focus will be the production of agarwood or resin, that's a special course, a separate subject.
No, we will cover it here.
Covered po yan.
We will
So,
cover
right.
it.
Okay.
Yung production lab ng mga value added ng cycle, hindi kasi iba-ibang products po. And this took years. Trial and error. Minsan may isang batch kami dyan nasira. Cost of doing business.
Trial and error.
Yes, sustainability issues. How long can you do this? So yan din ang problema ngayon. Kung naka-monocrop ka, how can you sustain operations for 5 to 7 years? Pagdating ng yan, ang mahal. Honestly, may kausap ako, ibabagsak namin ang presyo ng seedlings, ibabagsak namin ang presyo ng inokulo. Maraming iiyak, pero mas maraming matutuwa.
Yeah.
True.
Di ba, sir?
True.
Sabi ng mga Pilipino, buwa sila ng I mean, di ba doon sa inoculum, sir?
Kahit abot nga isa pang mic sa icon ano. Dalawa man yan, di ba? Kasi
Ano
ano ba?
Diyan ata yung isa.
Ay, nasa akin, sorry. Pardon me. Sige, sir. By the way.
Actually, share ko lang. Kasi sa feed industry kasi is meron silang analysis. So lahat ng mga ingredients into making a feed for the
Fish feeds.
lahat pati mga kababoy, manok.
Okay.
So lahat yan ina-analyze. So merong quantity na kailangan ma-meet yung supplier ng ingredients. So, in a sense na yung sinasabi natin, inoculum, yung mismong i-infuse natin sa agarwood, actually pwede kang bumili, ipa-analyze mo yung content noong pwede. Ipa-analyze mo yun. Tapos, mismo ikaw, kung ma-analyze mo yun, naman tayong chemist dito, pwede ka mag-produce. Possible po ba?
However, that is now what you call bioprospecting. Okay? You need a permit of PNR.
Yes, sir. Opo. Again.
You need, yes, that's bioprospecting. Oto ako, bigla ako. I'm creating my own inoculum. And then I've got someone na gusto talaga namin ibaba. Yung seedlings, special na seedlings. Para mas maging affordable. Mas quality talaga.
Sobrang.
Mahal talaga. Yung seedlings namin, it took me 700 pesos each because ang layo pa kasama na yung logistics.
Binili yung pinuntahan namin yung farm after the training sa Batangas. 2.5.
Huh?
2.5 ang
Gano'n
isa.
kalaki.
Seedlings pa siya ng 12 inches.
12 inches, 2.5. Ano yun?
2.5.
Dito?
Pwede sa pare.
Agarwood.
May agar na.
May agar na.
Agarwood na.
Kaya naman pala, sir.
Pero yung mga training niya nasa 2 years old na pero yung
Gano'n kalaki?
yung pinakita ko siya kanina ni didilaw-dilaw. Sa kanya yun eh. Sa kanya
Oh my God, 2 years yun? Oh my goodness, he's been had.
Okay, ano.
Kawawa naman. Actually, meron
Bumili ka, sir?
Budget.
Bumili ka?
Hindi ako. Yung pinuntahan naming farm.
May pare
Sobrang
daw
mahal.
eh. Ang sabi niya, pare, na 11, ganun daw ang nangyari. I don't know kung same person.
Oh, pare din yung sa kanya.
Pari din yung nagbenta. Hindi sa akin ha. Yun sa pinuntahan naming farm.
Grabe, business is business na talaga.
Anyway,
Sobra.
2.5.
sa inyo. Ano bang gusto niyo mangyari? Eh, ganun mo patakbuhin yung farm mo. Kailangan alam mo muna, ano bang gusto mong maging? Okay? Next, minimize soil disturbance. Kaya wala kaming tillage. Hindi namin binubungkad yung lupa. Then, maximize crop diversity. Mas marami kayong tanim, mas maganda, provided na companion crop siya. Okay? Then, keep the soil covered. So, keep the soil covered, hindi nyo dapat ini-expose yung lupa. Okay, yun, sabi ko rin sa inyo, huwag yung kalbuhin. Kawawa naman yung lupa. Nakalbo nila. So, mamamatay yung microbiome. Okay lang yun, that's mulching. Okay lang yung mulching because it retains moisture and it will be a home for scavengers, micro-scavengers, mga insects doon na beneficial.
For how long po yun dapat, sir?
Forever. Hanggat nakatayo yung puno mo. Okay? Because it will improve the microbiome of the soil. Okay? May taga-ATI tayo, sige sa Augusto, no? May ATI yan, Agricultural Training Institute. Agriculturist ka, mama, no?
Nurse by
Nurse
profession.
by profession. Guild earned. Okay. I'm proud, no? Kasi marami ngayon yung, marami talaga kasi kayo ngayon. So, merong diversity. No? May mga farm owners, may corporate, merong retire, merong ATI, okay? So, marami. Very diverse. Maganda. Maintain living root year round. So again, yun nga. Kinakalami nakatanim talaga. May buhay. And then pag naghukay kayo, nagholing kayo, okay, i-sanitize niyan. Mamaya sa land development. Kaya siguro nagkasakit din yung inyong mga tinanim. Integrate livestock. So dito, pinaretire ko yung kabayo namin. Yung poop na lang niya ginagamit ko for manure. And then may ATV na. Ako sira yung ATV. So, and chicken, free range chicken. Kung hindi lang kami nauubusan ng cobra and si rubber, ito, yan, yung damo na yan. Pag natuwa, pinaglalaroan yung manok, patay. 10 square foot na grassland area. A single chicken can clear up pest ng insekto. Kaya very beneficial. And of course, they're food. Okay. So, very beneficial sila. So, have some free-range chicken. And actually, kahit wala kang fence, babalikin. Babalik sila. Isasanay sila. So, yung brother ko, 2 o'clock, tak. Ganyan na yan. Lalapitan na yung mga manok.
Sa amin,
There's no point in ipe-fence ko sila. Ang taas lumipad eh. Useless. 15 feet yung net ko, liliparin lang nila. Conservation enterprise. So this is one thing that I'm big on. So there should be a nexus between environment, culture, and technology. Yun yung sustainable agricultural practices. Okay? Yan nakalalabasan niyo yun sa conservation enterprise. Ibabalance mo yung benefits ng environment and economy. Okay? And then agarwood being critically endangered. No? Nasa IUCN list. Okay? International Union for the Conservation of Nature. No? Sila ang nagka-classify. Nasa critically endangered po. Next step niyan is extinct in the wild. Ang last step niyan, extinct. Okay? So, 2 steps closer na lang to extinction. Actually, pumasok ito, if my memory serves me right, pumasok ito ng around 2007 na pumasok siya sa critically endangered na, kaya naging protected na siya. So, I don't know the nuances, but I know IUCN because I've worked as a conservation enterprise consultant. Kasi i-check muna namin kung yung gagawin business yung community, hindi nasa endangered list. So, I don't know. And yun nga, pero the thing is, the problem is, we're classifying farmed agarwood also as wild. Kumbaga, one size fits all ang ginawa natin, which is wrong.
So kung marami sa Indonesia, hindi nila kailangan ng site test?
No, kailangan pa rin. Because CITES is a convention. Okay? And signatory Philippines doon. Convention on the International Trade of Endangered Exotic Endangered Flora and Fauna Species. CITES. Signatory Philippines yan. Okay? Sponsored by the UN. Sabi dyan, pag na-list siya as a protected species, you have to go through the process. Mentioned in the Quran, this is the Sanskrit.
Correct.
Okay? Matanda na talaga yung market. Okay, is it satisfying the needs of the market? Quantity-wise, no. 40% lang na satisfy natin. Malaki talaga. And mas lalong lumalaking demand because of technology.
Third question. Yung industry dito sa atin, ilang
Sir.
percent ng export na nagagawa nito?
Okay, balik mo tayo sa kanya. Okay, magiging ilang percentage ang Pilipinas? Wala. Hindi natin alam. Because sa totoo lang, colloquial or ang tawag nito, wala tayong official data kung ilan na talaga ang farm versus ang hindi farm.
I think yung third question ko, sir, why would the consumers go to the Philippines?
Exactly. How can we do? The better question is, how can we compete with our Southeast Asian neighbors? We can compete by having our brand and looking at this. If you think you can compete sa chips, good luck. Hindi na. May customer loyalty na yung mga yun eh. Okay? Meron ng supplier loyalty. May relationship na yan. 20 years time behind, tapos kukumpit ka sa chips. No.
Rubber.
Nahirapan ka. This is your best bet. Value added and upcycled products. From the oil, all the way to the lotion. Okay? Andito.
May market sa oil.
Meron. Meron po. May market ako. Ako, ngayon, hindi kami makakuha from Cambodia. Kasi naghigpit daw. Bakit naghigpit? Pwede naman mag-site test. Napaka-complicate talaga ng Pilipinas. Ang hirap niyang mahalin.
Sir, may ano lang po ako. Regarding po sa market, sir, actually, I have some connections sa Dubai. Regarding sa chips. So, this is a little shop at Dubai, and what he told me, siguro, as long as we can suffice like 200 kilograms to 100 kilograms per month. So, actually, they are open for market ng Philippines po talaga. So, it's just so happen, if we can produce one of the best din na maka-level din tayo sa level ng Thailand at saka sa Malaysia. So, so far, yun yung sinabi niya sa akin because those are my close friends na sa Dubai na nag-work sa shops din doon. So, at least for awareness din sa iba, we do have market. The question is, can we compete? Yun lang.
So, quality and quantity.
Yes,
Yun naman
sir.
parati. So, sa quality, wala na tayong sponsor. Wala tayong share ng best practices dahil kanya-kanya ayaw mag-share. May NDA.
Correct.
And then, usapan ng quantity. Yeah. Wait, because we look at each other as competition parati. It shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Meron na po bang consolidator? I mean,
Maraming consolidator, sir. Hindi ko na nga sinasagot ang phone ko kapag hindi ko kilala eh. So, I'm sorry pag tumawag sa akin. You put up a business. Okay? So, ito yung business model namin. Kung value chain approach ka. Okay? It may look complicated, but it's not. It's practically everything that you should be doing. The steps. Okay? Next. Ito yung business model na yun. Out of doing a value chain analysis. Yes. So, from the organization, company mo, then you have the inputs, architect, the finance, those are inputs. Then you do the farm production, yung actual farm operation mo. Then you do the manufacturing. You don't stop at farm production or commodities. You do manufacturing. Ito na yun. Yung value adding and upcycling. Then, distribution. So, pwede, hawakan mo na rin distribution. So, identify ano yung market segments na gusto mong tirahin. Paano yung channel, no? Yung marketing channel, paano mo ma-reach yung market mo. Then, you do the sale. Ano yung key unique selling proposition mo, USP? Why would they buy your product? Okay? Importante yun eh. To make that sale. Ayan, yung business model. So, I'm sharing that. Ito yung value chain approach ngayon. So, makita nyo rin sa gitna, from post-harvest, then magkakaroon ng distribution, and then market na. Commodities. That's your first income stream. Yan lang ang ginagawa ng mga farmers. However, if you look at the top, there is another process. That's the value adding process. So that's the second income stream. Then below, that's the waste management, rendering, upcycling. That's your third income stream. Walang tapon. Tatlo na ngayon yung income streams mo. Instead of just relying on commodities. Okay? Practical yan. Kakao. Ang dami ko ng kakao farmers na nakausap. Mga matatanda na talaga sila. Panahon pa ni Kopong-Kopong. But they haven't heard of value chain. Ang alam lang nilang produkto ng kakao ay beans at saka tableya. Please count. If I do the value chain approach sa business ko, ilan ang products na magagawa? Ultimo yung balat ng beans. Pag bihal nila yan, tinatapon lang yan. You can make that into tea. You can make that into flour as a food additive. Walang tapon, no? Ang daming products. Yung cacao pods lang, tinatapon nila. Nakita ko sa Negros. Sayang yan. 40 pesos per kilo ang exported na charcoal briquette. See? Ang daming opportunities. Due to the value chain. Okay. Sino rito ang walang sabon sa bahay?
Uso na ngayon sir yung yung
Dispenser.
Oo, yung ganun.
Body soap.
Meron pa. Ang Pilipino, mahilig magpaputi. Di ba?
Papaya soap po.
Papaya soup.
Opo.
Meron na kami, Agarwood, papaya soup. Sinakit ko lang yung product, may market na eh.
Sir, question lang sir.
Papaya ka rin?
Question lang sir. Siyempre sir, naikukwento nyo about that. Kung dumating ng time na halimbawa po, binigyan po tayo ng blessing, naglakihan na po yung mga pananim natin.
Hindi, pag binigyan,
Hindi ko pa sabihin
it's
sir.
inevitable, bibigyan ka talaga ng blessing.
Opo sir. I mean to say sir, halimbawa, gusto po namin pumasok sa ganyan, pwede nyo po kaming i-guide, turuan kung paano process, and then formulation, and then something, etc.
Hopefully, magpirmahan kami ng boss mo. Meron din naman kasing trade secret dyan kahit paano.
Yun nga po yung
the
tanong ko.
potentials.
Yes sir.
Hindi ko rin tuturo sa inyo yung formula.
Kasi kung
Ikaw nagagawa na, we will guide you with the basics.
Yes sir.
We will have a course for that. We'll have a course for that. Kasi ito, sometimes nga the house is a mess. Basta yung mad scientist na wife ko na yun.
Kasi po kung gusto namin gawin yan, kung di naman po namin alam kung paano yung proseso, so hindi rin po namin may apply sa amin, di ba?
Kaya nga, meron tayong, there will be a course for that. Gagawa po kami ng course for that. Kasi kumbaga, ito po yung ginari, ladderized po yung training program namin.
Yes sir.
So we did webinars, we did orientations, now we're doing the full day, 4-day course. Then, the next step will be this, yung monetization na. So ladderized po kasi yan, hindi mo pwedeng biglain.
Opo, opo.
We don't stop at basic nga.
Yes sir.
So ayan,
Wala pa tayo dahon. Magtanim muna tayo sir, wala pa tayong dahon sir.
Hello? Ay nawala na. Test, 1, 2. Ako hindi. Kami po. We want something na long term. We want this for everyone. And I hope you realize that now. And we need you. Kailangan namin na supportan ninyo lahat. So, naka-batch 1, 2, 3, 4 na. Yung orientation, well, meron tayong alumni dito. Last time, si Sir Pelio. Umattend pa rin dito, hindi pa rin nagsasawa sa akin. So, sa Buanga, dumating din. But, orientation lang kasi yun eh. Pero itong full course, we are hopeful na kakaroon ng multiplier effect. Ma-realize nyo, am I making sense here? Nagbubulanan tayo. PTPR, kung may WCP PTPR ka na, ibig sabihin yan, nabili mo yan legally, so meron ka invoice at saka LTP.
Okay.
And then you can export. You can actually bring in. Meron akong kakilala. Alumni namin sa Malaysia, pareho kami.
So sa ganyang steps po sir, medyo established na tayo sa ganyan na pwede makakuha ng CITES, makapag-import gano'n.
Yes. Pwede mag-export, pwede mag-import for commercial purpose, pwede, actually sa CITES nga, no, sa abroad, tayo lang nagpapahirap sa atin yung 9147 eh. You can carry on your person in international flights up to 30 ml of oil and up to 1 kilo of chips for personal use. Eh dito sa atin, pati derivative, kahit tuldok lang eh, pwede ka nang hulihin.
Kaya nga, gulo eh.
Kung wala ka, ito, may CITES ka niya. Asan yung agabot natin? May CITES to. May CITES to. And this is not from the Philippines. This is from Malaysia.
Will we have separate discussion po ba sir sa ganun?
Sa legal.
Sa legal? Okay. Good. Thank you po sir.
Okay, sige.
Ay, paano mo sa ako sa tinanong ko buyer? So I really need to have process kung paano yung sa CITES no legalization kasi
Of course.
yung sa buyer ko they want me to at least produce 200 to 1,000 kilo per week.
Ang basic mo niyan is actually the oil.
Talaga kami.
So you need the distillery.
Ganun umabot pa ng stage.
And then you need a full lab.
Para maabot na.
In our case, ang lab namin, yung isang bakante pa, hindi bakante, isang room. Tinake over.
Ako din ang panahon, magtapos ulit ang ako ang
Okay? Sige.
Exercise mo yan.
So, agarwood, no? So, ayan, agarwood leaf tea. Makita nyo naman, no? Meron na tayo niyan. We're not the first, no? But I think we have, nasunod talaga namin yung process.
Kuhaan ako ang number.
Ito.
Nami atong GC.
This is from my... And, dapat nilros mo. Kasi sa may kadong yan, nagalit pa. Ano ba? Ayaw nung kalaban ng katotohanan. Right? Because they were promoting it already. And that's the most dangerous thing. Akala mo tama ka without any study, tapos pinopromote mo na. You're promoting, mamumulot ka lang ng down. Sayang eh! Oh, ilaga nyo lang! Okay. Para lang may content. Siguro maraming likes. Baka na monetize na nila yung kanilang mga videos. Ininom. No, that's wrong. Ay, Black Gaharu. So, sorry, I had to burst the bubble of that person claiming na sila ang first agarwood coffee in the Philippines. Per hectare. Sabihin mo ng price ng seedling and transport is 450. Magiging cost of seedling per hectare ay 374,750. Then, chips, pwede mong ibenta ng 250,000. Sabi nila. Pero to pay it, 50,000 na tayo mamaya. Oil per liter, 1 million. Pero actually, umaabot ng 3.9 million per liter.
Depende sa ano sir, ano? Sa grade.
Pag grade at saka pag retail. Pag wholesale, magkano lang yan? Baba. Okay. Chips, 1 to 3 kilograms per tree. Sabi nila, you can get 20 kilos for a 7-year-old tree. Medyo ano yun? Masyado mataas yun. Be conservative. 1 to 3 kilograms per tree. 20 kilograms ng shavings to produce 12 ml, 12 to 18 ml of oil. So, pag gano'n ang presentation, ang cost per tree mo is between 5 to 15,000. Okay? So, ang gross combined ng tree mo is 54,800 yung profit. Okay? Then, the net per tree will be between 39 to 49. Malaki pa rin. And, ano lang to ha? Chips pa lang. Ito ang agarwood financials ngayon. Assuming na 70% lang mabuhay, you have a 30% mortality. So, from 833, naging 583. Okay. Price natin, medyo realistic, 50,000 per kilo.
Yeah.
So, estimate natin, nakakakuha tayo ng 12 ml. So, per tree, so that's 6.9 liters. Okay. So, estimate niyan will be 2.7 million in 1 hectare. Okay. Combined natin, there will be 31.9 million 5 to 7 year period. Strictly chips and oil. Walang value added in upcycled products. However, if you do agroforestry, a portfolio of agarwood, cacao, and vetiver. So agarwood natin 200 lang instead na 583. Okay? Cacao natin 200 lang din. Vetiver natin, kung pinagsama mo to, 50, kasi ang configuration niya is 5 by 5 meters. Okay? So, half hectare ng agarwood, half hectare ng cacao. Pero you can still plant in between vetiver, a total of 1,250 square meters. Okay? So, na-maximize mo yung space mo. Yung 1 hectare mo, naging 1 hectare and 1,250 square meters. Okay? So, ang agarwood mo, eventually 200, you will get 12.7 million over a 7-year period. 5 na inoculate ka, 7 years ka nag-harvest. Sa cacao ngayon, at based sa Criollo, you will have a net of 300,000 annually per hectare. Okay? Then, ang vetiver, at 40,000 per liter, I think ginawa ko 36 to, every 4 months, makaka 84 liters ka, So, annually, meron kang 3.3 million. Combine mo ngayon ang cacao sa vetiver over a 7-year period, that's 3.6 million, plus the other wood is 38 million. Saan mas malaki ngayon? Straight ka, monocrop na agarwood or agroforestry? This one. 31 lang kanina. Ito, 38. Tapos, ilan lang yung trees mo? Yes.
Oo, ano, galing.
Ikaw na lang. Tiga. Ikaw,
Ha?
Bitober.
Plano pa naman ako lubi.
Oh, yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay? May ano ba? Nakita natin? Ah, yes. Sige.
Nalbin ang sakit. Ano lang kami? Buko juice.
Noon, ang pagkaka-ubitiber, makakapagkakot ko na sa value added.
Pero ang sabi nila,
On the 5th year, you start siya mag-inoculate.
how
Para finish ang harvesting mo in 7 years.
you will also
The
need
trunk
to learn
and
how to
the
do business with vetiver.
branches.
It's a multi-knowledge agroforestry. So it's quite hard.
Question
So,
lang
ang
po, sir.
sabo din.
Regarding sa
Learn
is
about
agarwood, sir,
agarwood,
or
agarwood,
ano mas, yung, anong required na agroforestry?
Other world ka na.
Pero for cacao coffee, wala kang problema sa permitting. So baka lang
Yes,
kung
sir.
gusto mong itanim. So ano, ginawa ko sample dito, agarwood, cacao, and vetiver. Agarwood, cacao, vetiver na. So mas malaki yung kikitain mo talaga.
In order to generate at least a liter of oil, you need around 80 trees.
Yes. At 20,
Marami rin po kasing tanim
20
na.
kilogram shady,
Malalaki na rin.
12 ml per tree.
Kaya marami siyang tanong. Marami siyang
Into conversion.
So, 1 liter na oil,
Yeah, sa isang tree.
80 ka 3.
Sa isang tree. Ito ang maganda yung ano yung
Resin.
protection ng agarwood production mo. Kasi ito yung kinarpot mo,
1 liter oil.
ito yung kinarpot mo na slightly infected lang.
Sa agar, 1 liter.
Kaya po 5 and 7 yan, on the 5th year, you will start the inoculation. Kapag trunk, 2 years ang prescribed period, depende sa inoculum mo. 2 years. Pag branches, you can harvest as early as 6 months to a year. So progressive yung harvesting mo.
That way, pwede mo ba siya makakinabangan ng tree? O
Yeah, within that period. Eventually, magpuputol ka on the 7th year.
Okay, nakakorte ka na makadaan.
7 years, sir, mula sa pagkatanim?
Well, no. On the 5th year, mag-inoculate ka na. So, wala na pang field planting mo.
Question. Like for example, on the 7th year. So, ang target ko is ano lang po, kailangan ko lang sustainability sa expenses. Pwede ba ako mag-crop pruning lang o branches lang?
Pwede lang, branches lang.
Para mag-regrow.
Yun lang ang inoculate mo.
Oo.
You inoculate what you can harvest, depende sa goal mo. Kasi yung iba, ang dami nangyari niya sa Thailand, seriously. Pinamakuha sila ng buyback. Ang dami na inoculate. Kasi bibili nyo yung inoculate, tapos kasi bibili yung agarwood nila. Hindi mo binili. Sorry, kilala yan. Ano nangyari sa agarwood nila? Nawala. Na-recover ang tree. Nag-heal. So you only inoculate what you can harvest.
Yes, true.
So, bali sir, inoculate ka ng 5 years and then 7, in the 7 years ka, 7 years ka mag-harvest.
Mag-harvest ka ng trunk.
Opo.
Pag branches, 6 months to 1 year. Mas
Okay.
mauna. Kaya si sir, gusto niya, and it's okay na business model, branches lang tirahin niya.
So,
Pwede naman. Okay?
2 years pa yung nire-rate. Pagka naman
Re-regrow yun eh.
6 to 7 months.
Hindi mo papatayin kasi pagka pinutulong mo siya
Wala na. Wala
nakasama,
na yun.
tagal ng regrow.
Yes.
Oo.
Kasi 7 years ulit. Take what you want, kumbaga harvest what you need.
Yes, sir.
Yun lang.
It will also matter, sir, kung anong inoculate
Okay.
yung gagamitin.
So,
Yun depende.
we still have several slides.
Malaking factor.
I suggest na mag-snacks muna tayo before umulan kasi may hapon tayong
Oo nga,
pumunta
sir.
sa natin.
Oo nga.
Kinokondisyon ang isip mo. Para wrong. Again, I hate that. Sorry. A spade is a spade. Ano naman ganun? Nag-hirap yung farmer eh, tapos gagawin mo. Anong ganito? Sige, anong scientific reference na bakit may create na gano'n? Sige sir, anong paliwanag sir?
Wala naman sinabi naman sir.
Hindi.
In general, actually,
Ano yung word for word? Kung ano yung sinabi sa'yo? Sige, analyze natin.
pwede nakalimutan ko yun.
Okay? Meron din pwede ko ulit. So, pababa ang rate. So, iba yun. Iba yung market segment, iba yung pricing ko. Diba? Okay. Place. Magbebenta ako nito, 2,000 lang. Ito pa naman ito, summer sparks to, in the middle of nowhere. Pero sa BGC, this is 6,000. Pero kami distributor, we gave it to them for 500. 530? Ano? 530?
1K. Binibenta
They're
1K.
selling it for 1,300. Okay lang yan. Kasi sila nag-sales eh. No matter how good your product is, if you don't know how to sell it,
It's nothing.
yes, this is 10 ml, ha? 10 ml, so 100 ml ito is 20,200. BGC. Promotion, again, yan. Kailangan I can be. Kailangan makita. Ay present mo sa target. Is it really worth like that? Agarwood, meron na. Okay? Meron ng brand ng Agarwood. It's exquisite, it's ethereal, and all the other superlatives that you can put into this. Definitely. So, we were arguing also. We're arguing about the pricing. Sa usual pricing, production cost, tapos markup. Diba? What we forget to the value. This is Agarwood. Kahit pa ilang papakla ng oil yan, this is premium. So, i-charge mo siya ako ng value. Which you cannot do kung commodity ka lang. Kumbaga, ano consultant? One time, nagsabi ko. Consultant ako. Tapos, I'm getting low board. Sabi ko, sir, with all due respect, my consulting fee depends based on my skill set and experience, not based on your budget. See? Wala, gusto mo kong kunin, tapos ito lang budget mo, walang match. Hindi mag-match. You want to earn millions, and you don't even want to spend hundreds of thousands? Are you kidding me? Pero gano'n, bibili lang yung biosol namin. Kasi nga, 2 years na, tinitip yung kanilang tanim. Okay? Biosol lang, walang bibili, tapos tatawanan, we're getting double. Sabi ko sa kanila, sa mga partners of Petro, hindi much. Gusto niya kumita ng milyones, ayaw na gumastos ng 2,000 pesos. Huwag na. Never mind. Okay? Kasi may value yun eh. You should always consider that. Don't lowball yourself. This is a high value crop. This is centuries old na ang market niya, and the value is just way up there. Okay? Through the roof. So, this is a short change yung sarili niyo. On the other hand, gusto namin ibagsak ang presyo ng seedling sa kanya. Because we want others like you to pay. Why am I doing this in the farm? Gusto nila sa hotel para komportable. Sorry, yan, medyo malalit na. Baka natatansin ka na kayo dyan. Tulong na po kayo dito ng konti. But I would have to charge you more instead of focusing on the substance of the training. So, yung advocacy, malilimitahan kasi pang-high-end na talaga. I am charging 25,000 pesos. Easily. Yeah, remember, I get paid 10,000 pesos per hour. Phone ko lang. So, ayan, again. It takes money. Huwag yung malitin yourself. And that's money. Don't double yourself. And that's why then, okay, you don't hold your punches para ma-achieve mo later on yan on the 7th year or 8th year yung pinakaswerte ka na. Okay? So, eye on the prize. Okay, good one market. So ito, makikita nyo yan. Makikita nyo yan. Ito ba ang number? Dito sa pinaka-right post, makikita nyo yung rank. Key purchase criteria. Innovation because of the technology. Marami ng products, kaya ang dami hindi natin use. They want it. They want it. Uy, may mga product. Uy, nakita ng product mo. It adds prestige. Okay, entitlement. No, na you can afford. Agarwood perfume. Diba? Then the price. So nakita niyo yung price dito. So isa sa key purchase criteria, lower than regular natin mong price. So ibig sabihin ito, kahit mahal siya, bibili nila. Bibili nila. So that tells you, ano ba talaga ang value ng agarwood products? Huwag na kayo matapos. Bakit mahal? Okay, then, project yun. Agarwood on the market, no? End user segment, regional analysis in 2022. Ano ang pinakamalaking market? North America. Not Middle East. Middle East to chips. But this is oil already. And oil, maraming derivatives. Just like this. Ang pinakamalaki na end user segment, food and beverages industry. Imagine that. Food and beverages. Next lang ang cosmetics. Pharmaceuticals, pinakamababa, chemical industry.
Pagpalit pa lang mo sa kabukan.
MMR. They are think tank to. They do analysis. You actually buy it. Pinakamura nilang analysis, GDP analysis, 300,000 pesos. Ito ang go-to other high-value crops for biodiversity and final diversification. Nakakagyan ito nga sa context. So agroforestry is a land management system that integrates trees with crops and livestock to create a sustainable and productive ecosystem. In terms of ecosystem, ang tawag natin dito is ecosystem layering. May several ecosystem that actually helps. Mutually supporting. Sometimes magko-conflict, no? Because there will always be like a tug of war sa nature. Okay? But the more diverse, the more na mas healthy. Okay? And the more na mas nakakaroon ng symbiotic relationship. So, agarwood, cacao, coffee, and aromatic crops. Pwede yung magsama po. Site selection and land preparation. Okay, so site selection, you have to consider first vegan. Okay?
Legal. How legal?
So sa legal ngayon, kailangan yan title or tax deck or at least meron kang SPA, especially for the purpose. Talagang naka-specify doon kung anong gagawin dyan. Mag-agarwood plantation ka. Ayan. Ibang tayo mo, you don't have to, but you have to be careful. Okay? So, ensure the area has suitable climate conditions for all three crops. Walang problema sa climate kasi buong Pilipinas pwede. The entire Southeast Asian belt pwede. Okay? Pwede siya. Then prepare land by clearing invasive species while maintaining natural tree cover
Sir, question
for
po.
biodiversity. Yes, sir.
What if, sir, mag-rent ng isang land?
Pwede, basta may authority ka.
So, SPA lang. Tapos, dapat titulado yung i-rent mo.
Well, kung single plot ka, SPA.
Oo.
Ang gamitin mo. Pero kung corporation ka, yun yung secretary certificate.
Secretary certificate. Thank you, sir.
So, clear for any invasive na species. Okay, like, Doc, yung ano mo, mahogany mo. I'm sorry, that has to go. Kasi allelopathic talaga ang mahogany. Then, construct contour lines or terraces. Yung sabi ko sa inyo, siniring, binuldozer. Ewan ko kung sino nagsabi sa inyo na gano'n yung ito eh. Sayang, wala yung topsoil. It'll take you 6 months to a year before makadevelop ng topsoil, yung microbiome, artificially induced na siya. No, dapat hindi gano'n. Dapat kinontour na lang yun. Okay? Then, planting techniques and spacing. So, yun nga, nasabi ko sa inyo, sa 1 hectare we can plant, no? Yung nakita nyo yung diamond formation ko. Diba? Sa gitna, 3 meters, dito 3 meters din. So, pag kinuha kami yung triangle yan, yung diamond yan, itong gitna, 3 meters, ito 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. So, you can maximize, yes.
Sa third lane, sir, isusunod mo lang sa unang ano niya. Example, di ba, straight siya. And then, the next one is for diagonal. And then, the third one, sir, is continuous dun sa first set natin. Diretso lang din siya.
Basta meron pa sa gitna, and then may flanking ka, na 2.5 meters.
Bali, yung gitna niya is for diagonal, tapos kayo. Parang ganun siya.
Yeah, diamond siya, nasa gitna.
Okay.
So, achieve mo pa rin yung 3 meters.
Tapos continuous, sir. Puro ganun, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, again, yung pagtanim ng cacao or coffee, depende, lalo na kung cacao, no? May planting configuration per variety ang cacao. Citrus? Okay naman ang citrus.
Okay lang siya.
Okay lang, sir po.
Guwapol, sir.
Yes. Ang problema. Okay, mangga, ang problema kasi sa mangga, maraming chemicals na binubomba sa mangga. Pampabunga pa lang eh. And maraming maka-attract ng insects. Yung canopy niya.
Sobrang laki ng canopy. Oo.
May problema.
Pagkahilig na, malangaw.
Yes. Kaya nga, insect attractant kasi yan eh. Ideally, ano configuration ng ano mo, ng share ng calamansi? Kasi sa calamansi, ang ideal is 5 by 5. Okay? 5 meters.
O yung citrus namin, 5 by 5.
5 by 5 ng pagkalamansi. So, pwede ka magtanim doon na mas mababa sa kalamansi. Not agarwood anymore. Kasi during the initial, makukuleran siya. Depende. Kung ipupruning mo yung kalamansi mo, ang pruning ng kalamansi sa taas eh. Because you want it to expand, so heavy sa ilalim. Hihirapan ang
Sir,
agarwood mo.
if mag-intercrop ka, sir, ng coffee at saka ng cacao doon sa agarwood, tapos yung sa diamonds ang gagawin, paano mo sila i-intercrop sa diamond?
Correct. I'm not saying na stick mo na gagawin na puro agarwood din. Kasi lalo na ko ang cacao. You need 3 to 5 varieties para mamunga, mag-cross-pollinate talaga siya. So what you can do there is, meron kang several na cacao, agarwood, cacao. Kumbaga pang break mo lang sa gitna yung agarwood. Hindi mo pwedeng gawin kape, agarwood, cacao, kape. Kasi yung pollinators mo, yung ridges, usually ang range niyan, 5, 10, pinakamalaki na, swerte, 15 meters, layo na nun. 15 meters. So,
may tanong na po ako tapos gusto po ni sir na tanong niya ng agarwood. Tapos tapos po new siya. Tapos sabi
okay lang, basta sundin mo yung tamang spacing. No less than 2.5.
So, bali, sir, cacao, tapos coffee, ganyan, then agarwood, parang ganun.
Yeah, walang problema.
Ito nga, arang.
So, basta makapag-cross-pollinate, kasi kailangan mo dyan yung pollination talaga.
Dili ka
So, yung sa amin, nakita nyo, actually, mas marami kami kape ba doon sa baba. But we're trying to reduce it. Pinapulot ko at waste level,
Yan naman ang dapat mas gising.
nakaka-recover. So, stagger planting times. Huwag mo rin naman pasabay-sabayin para continuous yung eventually yung harvest mo. Pero hindi yung biglaan ka, of course, growth of supply and demand. And then marami rin yung kasabayan mo, bagsak ang presyo. So, again, tingnan mo yung ecosystem mo. You know? Yung financial ecosystem doon sa lugar mo. Ilan ba kayo nagtatanim? Ilan ang potential harvest mo ngayon? Huwag mo sabayan. Kasi pag dumating yung buyer, marami, hindi mas mura.
Sir, may question. Diba yung planting preparation natin dito, 3 meters yung agarwood. Tapos yung gitna, pwede taniman. Diba sir, pwede taniman yung gitna. 3 meters yung gitna is 1.5.
2.5 siya.
Hindi, yung isang linya lang. 3 meters, ito 3 meters, ang gitna 1.5.
Oo.
Yung gitna na ba yun pwedeng taniman ng kape or kakao or...
Wag, doon ka sa gilid, sa plank.
O yung sa'yo ginawa mo dito para sa saging lang talaga?
Sa saging lang talaga.
Hindi pwede yung kape. Okay.
Kasi mag-ano na yun.
Pero pwede namin lagi, so bali pwede namin yun i-follow sir, lagyan din namin sa akin.
Yeah. Kaya nga dito kayo nag-training para makikita talaga. Hindi na tayo nag-imagine. You will see that it will work. May imagine mo yung canopy niya, tatama, yung drawing na lang. Imagine, tumingin lang kayo sa taas, tapos ganito.
Dapat din maganda
Then next is crop maintenance and management. Ito, critical to ano. Prune trees regularly, ensure airflow and reduce risk. Kailangan may airflow. May proper sunlight penetration.
Ilang percent?
Depende sa crop mo, sir. Depende rin kasi sa robustness ng branches mo eh. Ikaw ang mag-aano eh. Dapat pumasok na sunlight mo sa lupa.
Kung intercrop, like isang kasi malalagay yung... Ang plan ko naman daw, pagka... Plan ko ng mga seedlings, ikutuhan ko ka para matisir sun ko sa...
Kasi sir, kahit sa kakao, magpupunan ka talaga yun. Mamimili ka lang ang talagang gusto mong branch na pabunga. Because you will be after the quality. Ganun din sa coffee. Hindi pwedeng masyadong maraming branches. Mamili ka lang yung stable, yung mga primary, yung mga primary branches lang. Yung secondary, putulin mo na yun para focus talaga siya sa quality. Not so much sa quantity. Okay? Now, again, nakita nyo naman, mayroon akong candidate for motherhood, for mother-tree. Ang kapal ng dahon, ang luwag ng canopy. So, there should always be a case-to-case basis. Walang one size fits all. This is nature we're talking about. Hindi ito galing sa factory na size large, XL, small. Pero magbabago marami talaga lahat. Okay. Apply organic mulching. So, may tanong kayo na, hindi kailan mag-mulching? Forever. Okay. So, protection yun against drying, evaporation, para ma-maintain yung moisture, and it will help doon sa ecosystem doon sa baba. No? Andun yung mga insects, andun yung fungi, andun yung bacteria, kasi hindi siya nakakawan. Mahirap naman, huwag may inikit sa puno, yung pyramiding, yung ginagawa nila, kasi hindi yung puno, yung base, parang ipasa. Fungal infection na labas. Very good. Maintain proper shade levels to optimize growth of all crops. Okay. The shade, sabi natin ngayon, magpupruning for the shade. So dapat, mayroong sunlight penetration sa lupa. Iba naman ang pruning because you're selecting branches for the fruiting. Iba yun. Okay? Iba naman yung pruning because you want to influence its formation. Normative pruning. Iba naman yung pruning because you want maintenance, kailangan may airflow. Iba rin yung pruning because like sa citrus, ayaw mo siya mataas, gusto mo siya mataas. Like sa agarwood, ayaw ka na matangkad.
Pwede pero illegal.
Gusto mo mataba.
Mahimo siyang illegal. Kay kung mag-order mo
Kung napasin nyo rito, yung may mga pruning,
nasa specific na
ang daming
certificate.
shoots.
Kung 200 ka mo mong i-order, mo pag-inspect din rin sa DNRC mo private plantation. Dapat 200 na po itong
Indoor cropping and companion planting. Utilize nitrogen-fixing plants to improve soil fertility.
pwede ka
Yan,
communicate sa
tulad yan.
DNR na
Mga kakao, go,
Hindi siya
start ka na,
grafting. Oh.
any
Inform
beans.
mo sila. Manag-graft.
Pwede. I don't encourage peanuts though. Kasi yung peanuts, yung peanut, nasa ilalim.
Dapat
Okay?
makuha gini mo
Eh, ang
sa
problema yun,
illegal
malakas
na
ang
nursery.
absorb yun ng nutrients. Because, kumbaga, bubunga siya.
For sure,
Sa ilalim,
papalit.
wag.
Paragi ka mo palit.
Agawan niya. Kamuting kahoy, hindi rin pwede. Because talagang absorb niya yung nitrogen dun sa paligid. Mais, meron akong narinig na nagtatanim ng mais, kung paano yung crop daw nila, ano purpose? Okay, short-term crop ang mais. After 6 months, wala na siya. So, ano ang real benefit? Gusto mo lang kumita. Okay naman. So, walang long-term benefit dun sa puno. And again, then fast-growing yan. So, intensive din yan sa fertilization, sa nutrients. So, exhausting. So, kailangan, gumawa ka ng fertilization protocol based dun sa demand ng companion crop and primary crop mo. Paano malalaman yun? Sa agarwood, sukatin mo yung growth level niya every week. Basta yun sa akin, again, there's no hard rule or fast rule sa amin. Na-test namin, 2 to 2.5 inches per week. If you can do better, wow, let me know. There must be something good that you did. Sure mo naman, para malaman natin. Yes.
Ang growth.
Per week.
Per week.
Per week. 2.5. May pictures ako. Talagang, andyan, sukat sa akin.
Tapos meron kaming take measure pa dati dito. Eventually, I stopped after yung huling measurement namin dyan na on a weekly basis is nung 1.5-year-old siya.
After 1.5 years old, sigurado na ako dito. Sabi ko ang growth nito.
Hardened na yung...
So, depende. Titingnan ko pag lumampas ng 5 feet, pruning nga ako niyan, mag-itipin nga ako niyan. Depende naman, kung nakita mo yung puno, medyo payat siya, huwag na muna. So, formative pruning ako. Kung ano yung kailangan ng puno mo. Okay? Ano yung intervention na kailangan mo? Later on, makakuha natin yan yung sa phytohormones, saka sa growth stages. Maraming factors. So, grow medicinal or aromatic plants as additional income sources and natural pest repellents. Lahat ako dyan, Citronella ako dyan, Ibig dyan, Pamontra.
Sir, yung sa aphids. Pamontra sa aphids.
Okay. Yeah. So, ang problema naman kasi sa aphids, usually like, halimbawa, may tanim ka na tomatoes, yung number 1 na kanila sa aphids. Meron mga wasp. May mga wasp. Kaya, iwasan nyo yung nagpapausok kayo. Kasi, pati yung mga beneficial insects, no?
Wala.
Sa integrated and pest disease. So, pag nagkaroon ka ng aphids infestation dyan, ibig sabihin yan, kulang ka sa sunlight, saka air circulation doon sa pananim mo. Kasi yung leaves niya, kasi sa leaves sa underside, purun mo talaga. Or gumamit ka ng kami gumagamit kami ng pest buster. Organic siya na insect repellent, fungicide, and insect growth regulator.
Available yan sa
Meron kami po. Yan, si Carla po, siya ang manager for operations namin. If you want to order from him, kontakin niyo siya. Yan, si Denden, ang logistics namin. Na-develop yan over the years dito sa Summers Farms. Talagang may trial and error kami dyan, yung ginawa talaga namin. Importante, intercropping. Okay? So sa intercropping kasi, again, biodiversity, financial diversification. You cannot go wrong with that. Okay? Pest and disease management. So meron kami tinatawag namin na Biosol Protocol. Sa Biosol Protocol, gumagamit kami ng pest buster. And nasubukan na talaga namin yan. It's a part of an overall integrated pest and disease management. Kain na naman. Akala ko, kain na naman. So, yan. Kung gumagamit kayo ng Furodan, please stop. you can use neem oil. Use a neem oil. Use as directed. Okay? So, neem oil is both fungicide and insect growth regulator.
Paano nga po ulit yung formulation ng oil natin?
Sundan nyo kung yung lando. Kasi yung iba, depende sa concentration eh. Yung iba, pure siya na oil. Yung iba, diluted na. So, tingnan nyo lang yung instructions. Ako, sa 16 liters ko, gumagamit ako ng half teaspoon per liter. So 8 teaspoons for 16 liters. Tapos dapat inaalok mo habang ginagamit. Gumagamit ka ng spray.
So madami pagka by drums ano? By
And up and down ha? Up and down.
Sir?
Up and down. Kasi parang mag-ilalim ng down. And then kami parang hindi mahirapan, pero trolley. So yung knapsack, sa nakalagay, hindi naman sa trolley, parang yung
ihahalo mo siya sa
battery operated ka ng spray.
Binibili yan.
Kasi
Ano, meron mo na mga binibili. Ako nga, nabdami ko ng tre. Actually, sa kanya, marami rin yung tre.
Huwag na masyadong
Ang so galing po sa nim.
NEEM. NEEM?
Okay, regularly inspect insect plants for pests and diseases, and you should have a record. So when we started here, sa first year namin, every seedling has an identifier. May code name yan. So nakalagay lang every week, sinusukat ang height, lahat yan, lahat. Sinusukat ang height, pati yung status, ano yung observation, yung dahon niya, yung ilaw, ilan ang may sakit, and then anong ginawang intervention. And then you will revisit yan on a weekly, bi-weekly, even to annual. Kung ano yung intervention na ginawa mo, ano ang resulta. So that's documentation. So malaman mo kung may nagawa kang tama. Minsan yung tao, yung sabi ko, after 2 weeks, observe kung ano nangyari. Ano nangyari? Wala sir. We're doing something wrong. Hindi na. O dagdagan mo yung dosage, o dagdagan mo yung frequency. And let me know.
Repeat records ito mga recorded lahat.
Sorry?
Recorded lahat yung...
Yeah, we did. So that's how we came up with this naming. Because ginawa talaga namin, we did our homework. Dinocument namin. O yun ang question ni Sir kanina. Dinocument namin. Okay? So, yung references na binibigyan namin sa inyo, guide nyo na yan. That will be your guide. No? Hopefully, you use it wisely. Okay? Encourage natural predators like birds and beneficial insects. So, sa pest and disease management, meron yung biological, cultural, chemical, maraming paraan. So, the chemical is very smart. Gumamit ako ng chemical na fungicide. I forgot the generic name. Ginamit ko talaga kasi grabe na yung ulan. Every day to, for 2 months. Umuulan dito tuwing hapon. After lunch, buti nga kayo. Hapon na. So, wala, 3 o'clock? 4:30, wala? No, kanina. 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Dati, for lunch, umuulan na. Kaya pagkat trabaho ko rito, pasagad yan.
Nandito raw kami sir, kaya konti lang yung binigay.
Ha?
Nandito raw kami.
Oo nga eh. Nakiano sa atin.
Opo, nakasama.
So, you have to check parate. Tama ba yung ginagawa mo o hindi? Okay? And then meron kami mga ladybugs dito. O ayaw namin pati. Ang tao ko, sinabihan namin, bawal manigarilyo. Sa work area. Kasi yung usok, na-apektuhan yung mga insects. The good and the bad and the ugly. Okay? Harvest and post-harvest ito. About, if I remember it correctly, 20 to 40% of losses ang nawawala, no, sa post-harvest sa crops. Because we're not handling it properly, and sa akin ang pinaka-worst is we're wasting resources. Hindi natin siya na-utilize ng maayos. So sa agarwood, It requires careful inoculation and monitoring for racing production. Again, hindi ko masabi na maayos. We're still preparing for this, but we will revolutionize pre- and post-inoculation protocols ng agawin. Gagawin namin. So, hopefully, hindi na guesswork. Kailan ba dapat mag-harvest? Gano'n ba karami yan? Sabi nila, tutok-tokin mo. Or harbin mo, tingnan mo, sugatan mo. So, there will be a better way. We hope na maayos namin yan. Probably before the year ends, depende sa placing ng R&D namin. I assure you, maraming makikinabang na Pilipino. Dito na papasok mo yung national economic development. And I'm sorry for those who are leveraging their supposed technology. Kaya they can afford na mag-ask ng mga ganyan mga dati na deals. 60-40, 70-30. Meron na nga 40-60 ngayon. Malupit. Yeah. 40-60 na. 40 na lang sa farmer. 60 sa kanila.
Tapos sa farmers lahat yung gastos.
Ang lugi sa farmer din.
Ang kanila lang is check up.
Anyway, I hope they can feel simple.
Check up the picture.
Okay, benefits. Ito yung sinasabi mo. And I will place special emphasis on this. Benefits. Making money. You want to make money, but how to make money? Okay? So it's a given. Social. Meron bang social impact yung negosyo mo? Ano nagawa mo para sa community mo? Okay? Nakabigay ka lang ng trabaho. Nakinabang ba sila sa'yo? Okay? O ikaw lang. So, whether on a private capacity or corporate, dapat there will be a corporate social responsibility. Tatawag nito ng ganyan. In government, okay? Ang ginagawa nila, public service. Tama? Pag corporate ka, ang tawag mo dyan, corporate social responsibility. CSR. On a personal level, what do you call it? Being your brother's keeper or sister. Diba? You can do it. Pwede naman eh. You can in your small own way. I mean, you're an ordinary person, but you can do extraordinary things if you choose to do so. So dapat meron pa natin social impact. Then the health. Okay? Health. Ano naman, operation mo, makasira lang. Katulad ng isang pila ngayon na, pwede naman sa Pilipinas kahit ano, kahit pabandyan. But still wants to use puro gun. Pinik up naman sa pitch. Okay? So dapat may help, hindi lang sa'yo, to workers mo, and sa community where you are actually operating. Pero sinabi ko nun eh, I was the president ng Tourism Association sa Bantayan for 2 terms. Okay? So, nung tinawanan tayo kong Yolanda, pinano ako ng Department of Tourism. And I did the legwork for them. Ako talaga nag-ikot, I gave the damage assessment, I know how to do those things. So, tinanong ako, Sir Alan, kailan mo makaka-recover tourism industry sa Bantayan? The number one destination is Cebu. Kaya, okay? So sabi ko, Bantayan Island is not just a business for us, it is our home. The only time na makaka-recover ito, ang business namin is kung maka-recover muna ang communities namin. Because we are part of the community. So, pag nag-negosyo tayo, consider naman yung host community. Be a part of that community. Okay? Environment, ayan. Sa Bisaya pa, huwag madakot ang pinagayaan. Huwag naman natin siraan yung source natin. Kung saan nanggagaling yung ating wealth. Okay? Yung environment natin. Ang dami natin ginagawa na for the sake of mass production, nakakalimutan natin to give back. Okay? And to sustain the environment. So, I think there's no other business or field of endeavor, unlike agriculture, that can create so much impact on the environment. 40%, if I remember correctly, of water pollution is from agriculture, through agricultural runoff. So from fertilizer, pesticide, herbicide, pag umulan, like this, ang punta niya. Water since its own level, so pupunta yan sa creek, pupunta yan sa ilog, pupunta yan sa balon. Okay? Then, what you have is a cascade now of disasters. Okay? Ito, very critical po. Please consider, lalo na andito kayo sa negosyo na high value and critically endangered ang inyong pagkakakitaan. Because, you know what? It will bite you in the ass later on. Hindi nyo inayos, nag-shortcut kayo, kung anong chemicals ginamit nyo dyan, no? Pag-harvest, wala. May toxic, substances. Sorry. So, agro and agroforestry. What's your time?
4:38.
4:38? Okay. Okay. That's so basic. Agarwood and agroforestry. Agarwood is a dark resinous wood. So 21 recorded Aquilaria. 21. Sa buong mundo. Okay? But only 13 are reportedly fragrant na nagpo-produce ng resin ng agarwood. Okay? The Philippines has 8. Imagine, wala dito. Unfortunately, ibang manigil. But, I think kailangan lang ng tamang farm practices. Like Louisiana, it's underrated. Okay? Kasi, in the wild, walang nakikita, pinapabayaan na. Pero, pag nilagawan naman ng maayos, and how to do that, from the seedling pa lang, no? I'm calling it supervision. Baka sa kalit. Baka sa kalit. So, agarwood, nakita niyo picture yan, the oldest known agarwood tree in the Philippines. Okay, picture sa kanan. So, estimate nila is at 800 years old.
Hindi ko pa napuputol yun.
Okay. May nag-attempt na, puli na lang ilan. 4 na tao. 4 na tao. Nagayakap parang bigyan mo. Ayaw mo na sabihin saan.
Yan ang reported, sir.
Sorry, ikaw ito.
Reported sa dito sa Mindanao yung report sa DN. Hindi pa man yun. Pagka-report sa Mindanao, ay sa DN, pinunta na Mindanao, na DN, pagpunta nila din sa site.
Sustainable. May self-explanatory na to. In fact, idadaan na lang natin. Rare siya. Okay, potential for growth, artificial inducement. Matibay actually siya. On the second year, kaya na. Third year, okay na, buhay na yan. Okay? Pero yun nga, isa race against ano. Gusto mong lumaki at tumaba agad para mag-inoperate ka. Huwag kang maghintay. So, minimal waste, chips, powder oil, wala naman siya. So, environmentally sound kasi point na siya, no? Okay? Low volatility, hindi siya expected na kapag pumutok si Trump sa US, tataas yung dollar. Hindi. Okay? Wala siyang correlation sa mga assets, sa inflation, or whatever. Okay? And this goes to show how mature the market is. Okay? Stable siya. So, Timira Sese. Timira Sese. Yun na. Yun ang pangalan nito. Timira Sese. Yan ang family name niya. So, species name, dalawang genera. Aquilaria and Gyrinops. So, distribution agarwood sa Southeast Asia. Ayan yung mga species, no? Galing sa World Flora Online. Na Aquilaria, wala din Gyrinops, no? So, 4 ang endemic. Ibig sabihin, dito lang sa ating meron. 4 ang native, which means meron din sa ibang lugar. Pero meron dito. Ito yung puno, nayayakapin mo, mahaba ko eh. So, ito yung IUCN list. Critical endangered organisms. Mga benefits ng agarwood, lalo na yung oil niya, nandito. Sundan nyo lang. Biological characteristics, 7 to 9 years before mamunga. But meron yan sa Baguio, 5 years pa lang namunga na. But that doesn't mean maganda ng bunga. Maganda ng genetics nun. No, not counting on that. So ito nga, namunga na yung probinsyahan namin dyan, di ba? Kinuha ko lang, for the heck of it. Okay, ganito kasi yan. May mga halaman, fortunately, agarwood is not one of them, na kapag na-reach na yung level ng nakapag-reproduce na siya, or meron na siyang bunga, okay, tapos hindi mo hinarvest, mamamatay siya.
So dapat tanggalin mo siya.
Dapat tanggalin mo.
Para
Look, for example, yes, parang producer ng puso. For example, ternate. Sino may alam sa ternate? Butterfly pea. Butterfly pea. Yung kulay blue, dark blue siya. Dapat siyang hina-harvest ng flowers niya. Hindi pa na-harvest siya, magpapalis. Tapos mamamatay. Mamamatay talaga. So, wag mo, kung gusto mo mag-reproduce, mamili ka lang ng ibang flowers na gusto mo mag-mature para mag-pods, mag-fertilize siya. Pero the rest, kunin mo ang flower every day. Mas maganda kung everyday kang kukuha, mas lalong dadami.
Yan ba yung flowers na niluluto, sir?
Sinasama rin yan.
Kulay blue, di ba?
Yes, sinasama ko sa bigas, sa kanin. So Maya, sinasama ko sa agarwood tiko. Sinasama ko sa agarwood.
Opo, marami po siya.
Ginagawa kong salad yan. Along with gumamela. Sino nakatingin ng gumamela salad?
Gumamela yun?
Matamis yun, sir.
Karnate siya. Gumamela, salad.
Masarap.
The flowers of gumamela is edible.
Buhol.
Kaya gawang palobo. Nalagyan ng sarong sa kayo.
Habang malapit yung
Matamis.
Yes. Sa resort namin, ina-offer namin yun. May ternate, may naturay.
Amog yung pala.
Naturay, no? Merong Malabar spinach. Malabar spinach. Albate. Gumamela. Kahit anong kulay.
Dati meron tayong taling.
Nildayan mo.
Dati meron tayong taling.
Nildayan mo.
Parang salad, sinasalad ko siya.
Oh, yeah.
Walang ito gahit.
Sir, tanong sir.
Sir,
Question po. Di ba sir, sabi niyo po 10 years dapat yung puno before magkakaproduce ng good seed.
No. Para masabi mo na matured na siya.
Matured. What if yung sa case namin sir, 7 years yung puno, tinanim ko yung seeds, nabuhay lahat.
Okay naman.
So, paano ko malalaman kung okay yun kahit tumubo
pag malaki na? Kung bansot siya o hindi.
So, sa pagiging bansot, yun ang
You cannot guarantee the genetics niya. Kasi bata pa nga yung wala nang pinag-iba sa tao na teenager pa lang, nanganak na, how can you take care of the kid properly? And then yun nga, yung growth ng bata. Hindi pa mature. Ganun din sa puno.
So, pangit ang magiging quality ng agarwood.
It's a stroke of luck. It's a stroke of luck. Swertihan. Ang gaganda. Kaya ako, kahit yung bunga ng Komedyana, kinuha ko lang, nilagay ko lang sa ref, doon lang siya. I'm not... Ha? Oh, balik na pala, oh. Alright, palit tayo. Okay, hindi, doblehin mo, pwede mo doblehin. Million seeds. 1 week lang po yan. Ano dyan? And then it loses its viability to germinate. Eh, wag na. And mahihirapan kayo. Di bali kung may WCP kayo na allowed kayo na kumuha talaga ng seeds at ng broccoli. Otherwise, may magbibenta sa inyo ng seeds, bibili nyo, mura seeds lang. Sige, good luck. Para makuha ng papeles yan. Okay? Sir.
Ano sa papeles?
Paano yun, doon sa piniling lupa, may dati ng punog ng Indiana.
That's naturally grown.
Naturally grown. Hindi rin sa farm, pero it's naturally grown na nagkinig ng lupa yun.
Naturally grown ang tawag yun.
Paano ang discretion ng una, it's
Sarap dito, walang istorbo.
I-declare mo lang sa DNR. I-declare mo lang sa DNR na naturally grown yung...
Talagang concentrate ka eh. Walang abala.
Oo nga, nabali na ako.
Pero, papasok na kayo niya sa forest tax. Kasi hindi mo tinanim eh.
Wala ka nang alam about ano sa labas eh.
Is kung planted mo. Farm. Pero kung naturally grown, it will be considered a forest product. Naturally grown siya. Wild, kung nasa public land or public land. Okay. Dati, ang sabi dyan, PTPR lang kailangan mo. Eh, meron ibang regions, kailangan mo rin ng WCP. Dahil afterwards, pag mag-harvest ka na, mapile mo ng PTPR. Which will also be your cutting permit. Ako, until now, hindi pa ako nakaka-file. Hindi pa man ako tapos magtanim.
Kasi nagabulaklak na siya, nakamunga na.
Applyan mo siya ngayon pang mother tree. Para maging official source mo na sa'yo yun at ginagawa mong source ng seedlings.
Dito siya pwede i-ibenta scheme Indiana.
Bakit? No. Pwede.
May LTV na from Indiana.
At applyan mo. Applyan mo. Sabihin mo.
Kasi parang malisensis na.
Pag malisensis na, yan ang sila naman problema. Kasi general na, nakalagay pa rin labisa. Ang lalari yung malisensis. Pinagay yun, hindi yung malisensis. So, iyan ang problema ngayon. They don't know any better. Bakit pipikitin mo yun? That's misrepresentation already. That's the wrong species. Ngayon, may mga marami ng enterprising na nurseries, they're capitalizing on this. Kahit sa class na, okay, pero ang nakakopel is malisensis. Kaya may nasisingit. May nasingit na kami dyan eh. Anong habol mo? Anong magagawa ko? Andiyan na yan. Nakakasinta. Di ba? Basta lapisan yan. Kilala ka yan. Period. Oh. And actually, sir, ang Aquilaria comendiana ay hindi siya critically endangered. Maracensis ang critically endangered. Pero sinama nila ngayon sa listahan. Kasi Aquilaria siya. Huwag na natin hintayin ang endangered. Sinama nila. Protected species na rin siya. But, okay mo sir, sa mother tree. Sa WCP, i-declare mo na mother tree mo yun. Kasi yun ang source mo ng seedlings mo.
Hindi naman mention yung Indiana. Nasa Aquilaria.
Nasa isa ng Aquilaria. Source mo siya. Now, it will matter later on sa product mo na. Because yung buyer, sasabihan mo kung ano yung species ng product mo. Basta kailangan pakilan mo sa DNR yan. And they cannot deny. Kaya, administrative order ka rin. Nagko-comply nga ako eh. Bakit hindi nyo ko inisyuan? So whether they say it's a malisensis o kumigana, basta kilala yan. Period. That's all that matters to me now. Okay?
Sir, additional
Kailangan
question po.
open.
Additional question po sir. Kung yun kay sir, kung kibali, for example, meron akong 10-year-old na Aquilaria. So, yun na ang nagiging source ko ng seedling. So, dapat ko i-register for WCP yung...
Yes.
So, kung na-register ko na siya for WCP, sir, so, kailangan ko, how about it, yun na yung gagamitin ko for plantation, sa plantation ko?
I-declare mo pa rin, nagtanim ka ngayon. Kasi
So,
nga, later on, for PTPR purpose.
So, hindi na ako kailangan ng LTP doon kasi of course,
Hindi
galing
na,
lang sa
sa'yo lang
farm
yun
ko.
eh.
Oh, I
Sa'yo
see.
lang yun eh.
So, hindi ka nahahanapan nun kasi di ba usually common na hinahanap LTP tapos yung resibo.
Yeah.
So, i-declare mo lang na galing lang din sa
Galing
plantation
sa'yo.
mo. Okay.
So, hindi
Thank
na
you.
kailangan ng LTP. Kasi
Okay.
yung mismo source.
So WCP pa.
Sir, yung
WCP lang, okay.
regarding dun sa permit dun sa... Actually, pagka meron ka na
Wildlife
daw
culture
puno,
permit.
let's say for example, as per DNR, during the seminar, kasi tinanong ko yung batches by batches. So,
Wildlife
ever
culture
na-
permit.
Kunyari,
Culture.
first batch was 100 seedlings. So, next year, tatanim ulit ako. Kailan ako pwede
Private
kumuha ng
plantation
seeds?
permit.
Kung kailan mo gusto.
Yun.
Kung kailan mo gusto, tapos
Mga yung
yung mga planted ka na doon,
registration, private
seedlings,
plantation registration.
humingi ka ng amnesty kay DNR para may isama may account nila yung nakatanim ng existing na walang permit. Pwede nilang isama yun. Tawag nila doon amnesty.
Okay, yun, maganda yung amnesty. Yung iba, ayaw nila. So again, it's subjective. Meron talaga, hindi mo talaga makukuhaan na. Kasi wala kang patunay na legally acquired eh. And the only way for you to prove that it's legally acquired is kung meron pang invoice and LTP. So katulad yan, naundiran ako nun. Wala na akong magawa. Paano ko pa i-declare yun? O sasamahan ko ng kaso, hindi magkakaso-kaso pa kami. Ilang taon na aabutin yan? Hindi ko mapakinabangan yung puno. Huwag na lang, kahit na lang ako. Lesson learned na lang yan. O sabi So, next time, be careful. Kailangan, pag bumili ka, meron sa Philippine Agri-Wood page. Kailangan, kung gusto mong benta ng seedlings doon, show me your WCP. Kung reseller ka lang, get an authority to sell. Na-sanction ng WCP holder yung transaction natin. Then, mag-submit siya na at least 3 previously issued invoices and LPT para mabe-verify natin kung talagang legit siya at of good standing na supplier. Pag ayaw mo magbigay nun, hindi na pwede magbenta. Ang dami kong click out na. Complain po muna kayo. Pag hindi mag-comply, sorry. Click out. Because we want to protect. Yun nga, advocacy page nga yun eh. So, hindi natin ayaw natin na makasukan. Okay? So, kung ano yung requirement doon sa lugar ninyo, sundan nyo lang.
Yun sabi sa
And sa totoo lang, no, marami sa ating sa kapagisan ako. Pero hindi, they will be helpful naman. Provided, okay, you know how to talk to them. And if you have questions, you know how to ask those questions. Kasi, they can do it for you. Kasi, they're not farmers. They're regulators. So may limit din naman ang kaalaman nila. Okay? So ikaw nakakaalam na yun. Panamin mo yun. So regulator lang sila. So as per the law, ito ang gagawin. Okay, pwede ka natin bigyan ng konti leniency. Pwede natin gawin. So sundan lang natin. Comply lang natin. Kasi eventually, in the end, pag bigla na ito na problema, ito muna, sure na po. You get your ass over. Okay?